first grade. It is really good to be back with you. I'm glad that we get to have music class, at least this way, until we get back to school. So that's pretty cool. We're going to start with something new today. We're going to start with some vocal warm-ups. That means warming up our voice, getting it ready to go. And I have some cards that we're going to use, and they have different shapes on them, and we're going to follow the pattern of the lines with our voice, moving our voice up and down, high and low. So this one's sort of like starting at the bottom of a mountain and climbing up with our voices and then climbing back down. So it would sound something like this. Start real low. Ooh. Let's try that together. Ready? Ooh. Now just you. Ready? Good. All right. Look at number 2. Now this one, our voice stays low for a few seconds, and then it moves up much faster. It's a much straighter line up. And then we come pretty much straight down, and then we stay low again for a few seconds at the end. So it would be something like this. Ooh. Let's try that together. Ooh. Now you on your own. Ready? All right. Number 3. This one we actually start up high. And we drop quickly to the bottom, and then we just hold the bottom of our voice. So we'll start way up here like this. Ooh. Let's do that together. Ready? Ooh. On your own. Okay. Number 4. We start high again, but this time, see all the little lines? That's like we're going down the steps with our voice. So it would be something like this. Ooh, 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 ooh. And then we scoop up. Ooh. Let's try it together. Ready? Ooh, 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 ooh. On your own. All right. Number 5. Look at that. It's a spiral. We start in the middle of our voice and we go a little bit higher and then lower, and then even higher and even lower, and even higher and lower, higher, lower, the highest, and we end the lowest. So it'd be something like this. Ooh, ooh, way down low. Let's try it together. Ready? Ooh, ooh. On your own. Ready? All right. That's a tough one. And finally, this one starts kind of high and stays that same level for a few seconds, and then we scoop up to the top of our voice, but then we drop way down to the bottom of our voice. It'll sound something like this. Ooh. Ooh. Let's try it together. Ready? Ooh. On your own. All right, good job. So there's something different, a little vocal warm-up. Now, let's move on to something that we have done before. We're going to talk about our 3 birds, our music notes, so, me, and la. Now remember, we've done this before, but it's been a little while. Remember that So is the big brother, me is the little brother, and la is big sister. That's our newest one, right? So before we put those birds on their lines and spaces, let's just practice singing some. So repeat after me. So, me. So, me, so. So, la, so. La, so, me. Me, so. Me, la. La, so, la. La, so, me. Good job. And of course, we've used these before. These are our 3-line music staffs, but when we tell the bird story, we say that they're like telephone wires, right? And we know that the birds like to sit on the wires or sometimes flutter in between the wires. So what we've done in the past is we've put so on a line, right? And then me's on a line. And if the brothers, so and me, are on lines, then la would be floating in the space, right? We've done that before. So let's try that. So, me, and la. Now you can do this with me at home. All you would need to have is even just a piece of paper where you could draw 3 straight lines across. And then you could either find something like our music notes we use at school, something like these little guys, right? Like bingo chips. If you have anything like that, they don't even have to be round, they could be anything, and you could use them as music notes. Or if you're doing this on a piece of paper, you could even just draw your notes in. If you want to just draw circles, you could do that as well. Okay? Let me get my fallen music note. There it is. Okay. So you can pause the video if you need to and get something to use as your music staff and music notes, and then we'll get started in a few minutes. Okay, so here we go. I am going to sing a pattern to you, and I want you to place your music notes in the correct spot. And don't forget, we're putting so on the middle line for today. That's your starting clue, okay? So is going to go on the middle line. All right, here's your first pattern. So, me, so. You should have one music note there for so. Next, I sang me, so you should be down on the bottom line. And finally, back up on the middle. So, me, so. Right? Let's try another one. How about so, la, la. So, la, la. You should again start on so, but this time we had 2 laws at the end. Remember, if so's on a line, big sister la is fluttering. She doesn't want to be like the boys, so she stays in between the lines like this. But she's still older than so she's a little bit higher. Like that. So, la, la. All right, good. Let's try another. Let's do the whole family. La, so, me. La, so, me. Can you put your music notes where they belong? This time I started on a different one. La, so, me. Since my first note was la, we just said big sister la. She's going to flutter in between for right now. My next note I sang was so. He's still on the middle line. And then I sang a me, little brother me. He's the copycat, right? If so's on a line, little brother me copies and he wants to be on a line too. So he's down here below so, but he's also on a line. So that is la, so, mi. Very good, very good. Let's do one more for today. Let's try 4 notes this time. Let's try 4. You ready? Let's go, we're going to start with little brother this time. We're going to go mi, la, so, la. Mi, la, so, la. So I started with little brother. Mi. And then I jumped all the way up to la. Big sister, make sure she's in between. Make sure she's in between the lines. See, that one's a little too high. I gotta move her down. There we go. That looks more like la. Mi, la. What'd I do next? So. That's big brother. He's over here. And finally, at the end, I did one more la. So one more. And you gotta make sure they're in the right order. You gotta start on this side, the left side of your paper. And then you slowly come this way to show which note comes next. Mi, la, so, la. And that's how we do it. Good job. We got to remember those notes, even when we're not in school, so that when we get back in school, we're ready to do all kinds of music. You know what you could even do? You could make up your own song. You could use your music staff that you made and your music notes, or again, even use a pencil or a pen to draw music notes on your music staff. And you could have a parent or big sister or big brother help you, and you could make up your own song, and you could have them sing it. And you could teach it to them too. If they don't know how to do it, you could say, look, here's how my song goes. Mi, la, so, la. And you could even make it longer if you wanted to. So that's something fun and musical that you could try at home. Okay, I think what we're going to try next, we are going to listen to some music, and we are going to listen to the louds and quiets in the music. And at first, we're just going to use our closed hands. When the music stays quiet, our hands stay closed. When the music gets loud, our hands are going to open up, okay? And then, of course, when it gets quiet, they will close again. Let's try it once together. It starts quiet. Keep listening. Okay. Oh. All right. So let's do that one more time. You may have noticed that sometimes, well, pretty much every time really, when it got louder, it got suddenly louder. So our hands opened up quickly, right? There was one time near the end, or maybe a couple times, where I started to close my hands slowly because it was gently getting quieter, more slowly. Let's do that one more time. It starts so gentle. Not yet. It gets a little quieter. Yeah. Nice. So, and we've talked about that before since kindergarten, that loud and soft is one of the things in music that makes music interesting and that we need to learn about music. We've also done highs and lows, which we just did with our vocal warm-up today as well. So we've got high and low, we've got loud and quiet or soft, and there are others too. But that's a good thing to practice, and you can do that with any music. Not all songs go suddenly loud and suddenly quiet. I picked that one on purpose because it did that. But a lot of songs have quiet parts and loud parts, and it's good for you to listen and notice when those happen. So you could do that with any song that you like at home as well. Okay, let's get into some of our rhythms. Rhythms are our do's and do days and how they fit with our heartbeats, right? The heartbeat of our music. And I have some cards that we're going to use for this today as well. Remember, if we have two notes that are tied together, we're going to call those do day. They're a little bit shorter. There's two of them on the heartbeat. But if we have just one by itself, that's do. And that is the heartbeat all by itself. So this card would go like this. Do, day, do, do, do. And you can repeat after me. Here you go. Let's try the next one. Me and then you. Do, day, do, shh. Here's the next one. Do, day, do, day, do, day, do. Do, day, do, shh, shh. Do, shh, do, shh. Do, shh, shh. Shh, 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 shh. Do, day, do. Do, day, do, do. Do, do. Do, day, do, day, do. Do, day, do. Do, shh, shh, shh. Do, shh. And finally, do, day, do. Now we're going to use this last rhythm here today for learning how to figure out rhythms of some words. And we're going to use a rhyme we actually used around this time of year in kindergarten. It's called Rain on the Green Grass. You might forget it. You might remember it. And I'll even show you the chart. So that will help you remember as well. With the pictures that we used last year. And it goes like this. Rain on the green grass. Rain on the tree. Rain on the rooftop, but not on me. Now, if you want to figure out the music notes that go with the words of a rhyme or a song, then what you're going to do is say those words and you're going to tap on your fingers. So we're going to do the beginning like this. Rain on the green grass. Let's try that. Ready? Rain on the green grass. Now, let's think the words in our head while we tap. Here we go. Okay. Now, can we listen to those taps that we just did? And instead of thinking the words, can we figure out the do's and do days that go with them? Did you figure it out? Do, do, day, do, do. That matches up with rain on the green grass. Do, do, day, do, do. Which just happens to be this rhythm, right? Do, do, day, do, do. Rain on the green grass. Now, for the next part, rain on the tree. Same or different? Let's try it. Rain on the tree. Can you figure out the do's and do days? If you said do, do, day, do. That's correct. Very good. So that is not the same, right? That is definitely different. It has a sh at the end, and this one does not. Let's try the next one. The next one is rain on the rooftop. Let's try it. Rain on the rooftop. Same or different? Do, do, day, do, do. Rain on the rooftop. It's the same. It is definitely the same. Final one. But not on me. Not on me. How would we say that one with do's or do days? Did you figure out do, do, do? That's what it is. Not on me. Do, do, do. So definitely different. So the beginning, rain on the green grass, but then different, rain on the tree. Rain on the rooftop, but not on me. So it's same, different, same, different. That's the pattern of that rhyme. When we're talking about the rhythms, the way that the words become rhythms and go with the heartbeat of the rhyme. All right, cool, cool, cool. Now for our final activity today, we are going to use a little rhyme about bunnies, okay? And it goes like this. Bunnies make no sound at all, we're quiet as can be. But we can move in lots of ways, just watch and you will see. And we're going to learn some different ways to move. And we're going to match those ways to move with the way I'm playing the drum. Okay? If I give you slow, long notes like this, you are going to stand still and flop your ears every time I hit the drum. So it would be like this. Boom, 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 boom. Okay? If I play a different rhythm like this, 3 in a row, you get to hop 3 times, and then you have to pause until I play again. So there is a little rest or a shh that happens after those 3. But it's very short. So it would be something like this. Hop, 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 hop. And you can move around the room as you do it if you'd like to as well. If I play a rhythm like this, which by the way is do-day-do, do-day-do, do-day-do. Then you're going to stand still and shake your tail with that rhythm. Do-day-do, 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 do-day-do. And finally, our 4th movement is going to be only your nose that moves. If you hear me bounce on the drum like this. You're going to stand still and wiggle, try to wiggle your nose. Mr. Davidson can't do that one very well, but you can try to wiggle your nose like a bunny. Okay, so stand up, let's say the words, and then you will listen to the way I'm playing the drum. Here we go. Bunnies make no sound at all, we're quiet as can be. But we can move in lots of ways, just watch and you will see. That's the ears flopping, because that's the slow one. Which one is that? That's 3 hops. Standing still, shaking your tail. Do-de-do, do-de-do. That's your nose. Wiggle your nose. All right, so let's do it one more time, but this time instead of just testing each sound, I'm going to bounce back and forth between them. And it's going to get kind of tricky. You have to think fast, and I'm going to start changing more quickly too. So let's say our words one last time. Bunnies make no sound at all, we're quiet as can be. But we can move in lots of ways, just watch and you will see. Ready? That's the hop. Those are your ears. Ears again. Done. Good job. Well, listen, first grade, I'm really, really glad that I got a chance to have music time with you. And I will be putting out another video next Tuesday so that you can join me again. And we'll keep up with our music stuff until we get back to doing this in school and in person. And I'm just real excited that we get this chance. So thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.